I have got a controversial topic to talk to you guys about today. If you guys have been living under a rock and haven't seen, Apex allegedly has sent out an email to a trader. And this email is pretty spicy. So I'm going to read it and break it all down. I'm going to give you a pretty hot take. So, I'm sure there'll be loads to discuss in the comments. I know I'm going to be answering comments left, right, and all manner on this one. But without further ado, let's get right into it. This is the email that's been floating around on X from Apex to, I don't know, some random trader. Don't know who it is. Don't even know if this is real, but this is what it reads. Please read this entire email as it contains important information that you will need to follow. At this time, we are unable to approve your withdrawal request until more information is gathered on this account. No worries. At times, the system flags accounts for questions and concerns, and most times very easy to clear up quickly. If this flag has resulted in a denial of a payout, again, no worries. Once you submit the requested info back and we can get it reviewed, verified, and signed off on, we will manually process the payment request and get it to you. You will not have to wait to resubmit again if we can get the questions and system flag all cleared up. We also need additional information from you. Please provide the following. 1, a video recording of trading sessions over 2 trading days. Please record your trading sessions. This needs to be 2 individual videos showing the trades being executed, the person executing the trades, narration of the trade entries, entry rules, initial stops, profit target, trailing, and management of the trades. This should be done only by the listed user / contract or contractor named on the Apex account and in the Apex PA agreement. And then 2, a written and video statement confirming the listed user and contractor on Apex account and PA account or PA contract is the trader and only trader on the Apex account. And then it's got some other stuff. I think it's like the only access or something like that. There might be more, but the picture cut off after that. And, a lot of people have been calling this outrageous. They've been upset, saying Apex is going down, saying there's going to be a new change in the scope of prop firms. I mean, all types of, crazy stuff is being said. And I wanted to kind of take a different approach. I wanted to do some research and some digging into what Apex has kind of said about, payouts and them denying payouts and how they actually look at accounts. Because I think a lot of people read this email and then they kind of just jump to conclusions based off of the initial reaction of just being upset because, Apex can deny you a payout, right? Like when we really look at this, I think Apex changed the rules maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, if I'm not mistaken, or not changed the rules, but started to enforce the rules that they already had, right? And this is the first time that we've ever seen this email. If it is real, no other trader has ever shown an email like this before. So I would tamper down jumping to conclusions too quickly on this. And let's go ahead and kind of look at what Apex has said. And then I'll kind of give you more of my thoughts on what I think is actually going on. I think it's important that we understand how they're tracking people's accounts so we can understand what they're actually looking at and kind of what their criteria is when it comes to them questioning if the trades are, legitimate or not, or windfall trades or whatever you want to call it. So the first thing that they're looking at is the trade history on each account. They're looking at each trade, the size of the trade, and the time. And the system will alert when a trader has days that are, and they don't specify the percentage, but a certain percentage higher than the other days. And then they can compare that to all the other trading that you've done in your account. They're also looking at your IP address and the MAC address of the account traded. So they're basically able to see if you're on your home network or if you're on a different network. And they can also track your computer as well to see if, what computer you're using. So I think that's kind of interesting because if you're traveling, that could potentially bring up a problem if that's what they're tracking, right? And, you decide that you're going to trade in a hotel or something. And, obviously they're not going to know that. So that could flag their system to say, hey, maybe this person isn't trading their account. Maybe it's somebody else trading their account, right? So I think that's very, very interesting. They also said they can compare it to other trades at the same times in your account or associated accounts, associated member accounts. accounts with associated IP, MAC, credit card, geolocation, address, or accounts of other traders that have taken opposing positions on multiple occasions. Mainly, they look at the history that shows, they look at the chart that shows your history. Accounts are monitored by a system and manually daily bias. And then once a withdrawal request is sent, a final, more in-depth analysis is done, as well as in order to approve the payout. So with this, not trying to jump to conclusions, but maybe the person that got this email maybe they moved to a different state. Maybe they were just traveling and they traded on their Apex account and it got flagged, right? We don't know the reason why it got flagged, but I'm just giving reasons why they might have actually flagged the account besides them just trying to deny a very, very large payout, right? They don't specify. So it could be for that reason. They do go a little bit more in depth on how they actually track your accounts and how they basically ask more questions. They don't outright deny the payout, but basically what they want to see is they want to see over your days of trading. If you start out at 25K, they basically just want to see like consistent growth into, the amount that you're trying to withdraw, right? So if you have a consistent growth over those 10 days of trading up to, let's say 30K, for instance, and you hit that 30K mark, then you're more than likely going to get the payout because they see a consistent growth. Even with the dips, they don't care, but they just want to see consistent trading over time, and they have no problem with giving you a payout. Now, what they don't want to see is you sit here and let's say you don't trade for a few days and then you take a large trade and you make like, let's say $1,000 or something. And then you don't take another trade for another couple days and then you make another 1,000. And then again, you don't take another trade until a couple days, you make another 1,000. And you just keep doing that over and over again until eventually you hit the 10-day mark and you're ready to take a payout. And, every single trade, let's say this was a news day, 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 right? That's not what they want to see, and that will flag your account. So what I say to all this is that I think there's been a pretty big overreaction on social media as to kind of the outrage behind why or why not this person might have gotten this email about basically having to verify their trading style and verify themselves to make sure that they're actually the ones trading, because I do know of and heard of people who will trade for other people on Apex. Like, that is an actual thing, right? But I mean, look, no judgment here. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But what I will say is, if you're trading on Apex and you get this email and you've got, your hard-earned money from the markets locked up in the Apex, just do what they ask, in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't take that much effort, honestly. You're trading anyway. They can see your screen anyway. I've just showed you how they track your trades. They can see all of it through your dashboard. So what's the big deal? Just record yourself trading real fast, walk them through it. You only got to do it twice. Win or loss, they don't care if you win or lose. They just want to make sure that you're trading with a strategy, right? And then you get your money. If you're upset because you feel like you're being wronged, and then maybe you just made the money because you got lucky, right? And that's not what they're looking for. And yeah, I mean, it sucks, but that's why there's other prop firms out there. Go to Take Profit, go to Top Step, right? You don't have to trade with Apex, right? There's plenty of other great prop firms out there besides Apex. Not saying that they're a bad prop firm, but I'm just saying that you got options, right? I don't think this is that big of a deal, right? And for people who are saying, well, you have proprietary trading and, you don't have to share with anybody. Let's be honest. Everybody is sharing their trading strategy. There ain't no trading strategy you haven't heard of. There's no magic indicator. There's no magic strategy that makes one better than the other. Everybody knows what everybody else is doing. It's not a secret, right? So for you to just get on here and show your trades, in my opinion, it ain't that big of a deal. If I had $3,000 locked up in the Apex and they sent me this very same email, cool. All right, let me show you how I traded it. Let me walk you through real fast so I can get my bread out of there, right? I don't think it's a big deal. In my opinion, I think this is an overreaction. They're not denying the payout fully anyway. You can still get your bread. You just got to show them that you can trade twice. You just got to show them that you can have a plan, right? Even if they were windfalls, like let's just say for the sake of argument that this was a windfall trade and you got lucky. Okay, so what? Be like, yeah, I entered here on this trade. This is my stop loss. This is my take profit. And this is why I entered. Do it twice and you still get paid, right? Like, I just think that people are finding a way to get mad at something that just doesn't really need to be getting mad at. This is not that hard. Hop in front of your webcam and just download OBS and take the trades, send them in and verify who you are. You get your money and you move on, right? Like, and if you don't want to do it, just move to a new prop firm. I think it's that simple, but I would really like to hear what you guys think in the comments, because I know this video is about to go crazy in the comments. I know y'all about to blow this whole comment section up. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a ton of y'all who disagree with me. Maybe there might be some who agree with me. I will tell y'all that Apex did not pay me to make this video, so I don't want to see that in the comments. I'm not a paid shill for Apex. I'm just giving my opinion that I don't think it's that big of a deal and it's being overblown. But hey, that's just me, right? I trade with Top Step anyway. So, I mean, if you want to find another prop firm, then go there. Go to Take Profit or My Funded Futures, right? You don't got to trade with Apex. If you like this controversial video, please subscribe to the channel and go watch my Apex video so you can learn a little bit more about Apex right over here.